Hello and welcome to the second part of the stratified charged engine. In the previous section of the stratified charge engine, we covered the definition of this engine, its history, and and pre-chamber stratified charged engine, Volkswagen PCI stratified charge engine, and Brodson method of stratification charge engine. Today, we'll discuss the charge stratification by the soil. So, let's start the today's session. It is known that by properly tuning the injection system, a wide range of air-fuel ratio can be burned in an open combustion chamber itself. Thereby, the disadvantage associated with a divided chamber engine can be overcome. For this fuel injection and air swirling are to be properly matched to give charge stratification in an open combustion chamber. Consequently, quite a few designs of stratified charged engine utilizing air swirl in an open combustion chamber have been developed over the year. These are Ford Combustion Process (FCP), Ford Proco, Texaco Combustion Process or TCP, and number 4 is Wirsky Swirl Stratification Process. So students, let's start the Ford Combustion Process or FCP. Ford Combustion Process also attempts to obtain part loads stratification by proper coordination of air swirl and fuel injection ensuring positive ignition. At the same time, it also maintains the full load potential of the homogeneous fuel-air mixture. However, spray characteristics play an important role. In this figure shows the layout of Ford Combustion Process or FCP. The injector is located radially at a specific angle, that is 56 degree. The injector is located at a 56-degree angle. This location is found to provide good mixing at all loads and speeds. A long electrode is used in the spark plug. A long electrode is used in this spark plug. It is positioned in such a way that the spark gap is about 10 mm ahead of the injector along its center line. A recessed and shrouded intake valve is used. A recessed and shrouded intake valve is used to impart the appropriate air motion with high turbulence. The use of stationary shroud reduces the anti-swirl in airflow. A directional intake port is used to properly guide the intake flow. Therefore, intake port design is very critical for this system. Therefore, the intake port design is very critical for this system. The working principle of this fourth combustion process is follows. The injection of the fuel spray, the injection of this fuel spray moves a substantial amount of air forward and creates a low pressure region in front of the injector as shown in this picture. Air behind the injector tip, the air behind the injector tip moves into his low pressure zone. This helps to drag some of the smaller droplets. This helps to drag some of the smaller droplets. They get vaporized and form an ignitable air-fuel mixture some 5 to 10 mm ahead of the injector tip. Due to higher inertia to drag force, the heavy droplets do not get closer to the spark plug. This ignitable mixture, which is at or near the bore center, rotates without drifting, rotates without drifting away from the spark plug. At the same time, it gets mixed properly. By the swelling air. The possible stratification in the combustion chamber at different load and speed is shown in this figure, which is noted as B. As can be seen, there is a significant difference in the mixture distribution pattern at part load and the full load. Therefore, injection and ignition timing should be changed as per the load and for proper and complete combustion. The injection timing is advanced with increased in load for better air utilization. The spark timing is adjusted to achieve maximum cycle efficiency. This requires a spark advance mechanism as in normal gasoline engine. Though the flame velocity increases with engine speed, it is not good enough to give appropriate heat release. So student, this is the detailing of the fourth combustion process or FCP. The next is Ford Proco. The Ford Proco engine is the second generation of the Ford combustion process or FCP. This was developed to give fuel economy and maximum power close to a carbureted engine. Proco process aims at minimizing the exhaust emission with maximum fuel economy. Unlike FCP, it uses air throttling for this purpose. Intake port design is the most important in the Ford Proco engine. It is set to impart a swirl around the cylinder bore axis. The swirl speed in the engine is about 4 to 5 times the crankshaft speed. The swirling charge is compressed into a cup-shaped combustion chamber. situated concentrically in the piston with about 70% squeeze area. The compression ratio is 11:1. The fuel is injected during the compression stroke. The injector is located close to the center of the cylinder above. Injection provides a soft, low penetrating, wide angle conical spray. This results in a rich mixture at the center, surrounded by a lean mixture and excess air. The spark plug with its gap located either near the bore center line or just above the spray ignites the charge near TDC or top dead center. Combustion is first in rich mixture and then spreads into the linear region. So this is the name of the Ford Proco, which is the second generation of the Ford combustion process or the FCP. The next one is Texaco combustion process or TCP. The figure shows the Texaco combustion process or TCP. In this process, a high degree of swell is imparted to the incoming air by the suitable design of inlet manifold. The fuel is injected across the swirling air in the downstream direction. This enables the entire air to impregnated by fuel. The ignition source, which may be a glow plug or a spark plug, is positioned directly downstream and close to the injector. The spark plug is situated within the swirling air but is outside the spray envelope. The fuel is injected towards the end of the compression stroke. The normal practice is to inject about 30 degree before TDC or top dead center or just after the initiation of the spark. The first part of the injected fuel, which mixes with air during its passage to the spark plug, forms a flame front. The rest of the injected fuel is now continuously fed into this already established flame front after mixing with the swirling air. There must be a good coordination between air swirling and injection. Further, a positive ignition is to be guaranteed for the proper operation of TCP. There are the two important characteristics of this process. The residence time of the fuel air mixture in the combustion zone is quite small. This results in almost knock-free operation. Further, it is insensitive to the octane number of the fuel. In other words, it gives the engine the multi-fuel capability. Number 2 is very lean mixtures can be burned easily by terminating the fuel injection before the complete utilization of the swirling air. At part loads, a small patch near the spark plug has an ignitable mixture while the rest of the chamber has very lean mixture. As the load increases, the area of this patch also increases. At full load, it is just like the homogeneously charged gasoline engine. The TCP gives good performance over the whole range of load and speed. A wide range of fuel ranging from premium gasoline to high octane diesel fuel can be high cetane diesel fuel can be used. In addition to giving better but load efficiency, the starting and warm-up characteristics of TCP are quite good. This is due to employment of the cup combustion chamber. The inherent knock resistance of TCP allow the use of higher compression ratio or turbocharging. The lean overall mixture can be used and the exhaust smoke is also very low. So this is the Texaco combustion process or TCP. The next one is Witsky Swell stratification process. The Witsky Swell stratification process, which is shown in this figure, this is basically an unthrottled spark ignition process with fuel injection. There is no carburation. By the appropriate design of the intake port, high velocity swell is imparted to the intake air during the suction stroke. The fuel is injected during the compression stroke against the swell direction at some suitable angle. The swelling air forces the fuel droplets to follow a spiral path by virtue of drag forces and directs them towards the center of the combustion chamber. A spark plug is located at the carburetor for initiating the combustion. This produces a good degree of stratification. A rich ignitable mixture near the spark plug over the full load range and leaner mixture away from the spark plug. Close to the wall, almost pure air is present. The thickness of this pure air layer decreases as the load is increased. So students, this is the Witsky Swell stratification process. Next is Honda CVCC engine. Even though stratification are attained by injection, there are attempts to achieve stratification by carburation alone. In this compound vortex control combustion, Honda CVCC is a bold attempt. The Honda compound vortex controlled combustion or Honda CVCC engine obtains charge stratification using a 3-barrel carburetor. The engine has 2 chambers. Pre-chamber is filled with a rich mixture. The pre-chamber is connected to the main chamber, which is filled with the lean mixture. The chambers are filled using carburetors. The picture shown about the Honda CVCC engine, where the basic structure of this engine is same as that of the conventional 4-stroke gasoline engine. However, it has an auxiliary combustion chamber around the spark plug. There is also a small additional intake valve which is fitted to the cylinder. Two separate intake valves are used on each cylinder. One valve is located in the pre-chamber and the other in the main chamber. The smallest venturi of the three-barrel carburetor supply a rich mixture to each pre-chamber. The other two venturi supply a very lean mixture to the main chamber. The conventional ignition system and the spark plug are used to initiate the combustion. In this figure shows the schematic of the combustion process of Honda CBCC engine. First, a large amount of lean mixture and a small amount of rich mixture is supplied through the main and auxiliary intake valve respectively. On the whole, the overall mixture is lean. Number 2. At the end of the compression stroke, there is a rich mixture around the spark plug, a moderate mixture in the vicinity of the outlet of the auxiliary chamber, and a lean mixture in rest of the main combustion chamber. Number 3. The rich mixture is the rich mixture in the auxiliary chamber is ignited by the spark plug. The moderate mixture at the outlet of auxiliary chamber is ignited, which ignites the lean mixture in the main combustion chamber. Lean mixture continue to burn slowly. Number 6 is the temperature of the burned gas remain relatively high for a long duration. The overall air-fuel ratio of CVCC engine is much leaner than the stoichiometric ratio. It has good emission characteristics. The resulting lower peak combustion temperature lean mixture and sufficiently high temperature during exhaust result in reduced NOx, CO and hydrocarbon respectively. So students, this is the Honda CVCC engines which is follow the certified charge engine. Now come to the advantages. It is used a wide range of fuel. It has low exhaust emission level. It has higher compression ratio and it is a linear burn. So this is the advantages of the stratified charged engine. The next is disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages is that power reduced. The power reduced in this engine. It is heavier than the conventional engine. It is costly than the conventional engine, and it has higher fuel pressure. It requires higher fuel pressure. So these are the disadvantages of the stratified charged engine. So students, here today in this lecture session we taught about different types of charge stratification by the swirling, that is FCP, Ford Proco, TCP, Whitsley swirling certification process, and Honda CVCC engine, and we'll learn about the advantages and disadvantages of the certified engine. So class, thank you so much class.